It was the night St. Nick came into town to cut the wood for pay without a frown. They have no say in what they will be paid. Their shirts were torn and worn and burnt and frayed. A fairy awake by the obscene noise, he looks to see it's just two strong young boys. And he goes to meet these two new people. He looks beyond the trees and sees a steeple.
Hello, my friends. Why are you here?
Cutting down trees and maybe after a drink of beer.
Nice to meet you. And what about you kind sir? Who is as fluffy as a cat on his back that can fur?
Says the man who calls himself a fairy. Why don't you wave your wand and make me hairy?
Enough with the ruckus. Let's all get along. Maybe even sing a campfire song.
Hey, look, it's a mouse under the sticks. Mr. Fairy, do you know any magic tricks?
Yeah, make them into money, make us rich. And we won't forever cut down trees in your niche.
Well, I think that's a fair trade. Mouse into money he shall be made.
Hey, you guys, you're being very mean, giving me this curse. I can't speak to my wife now. She will hit me with her purse.
Fine, sirs, for tree cutting is in the highest time of any years. There is no reason to be homeless and shedding many tears.
Hey, I remember you 10 years ago to last night. Surrounded by a scared no light.
But how did you grow so much?
I grew like a human, with the fairy's magic touch. On to more important stuff, like cutting trees in the middle of the snow. Do that for me and you'll be rolling in the dough.
We accept. Just where do you want us to cut? For you are our boss. To us, you are King Tut.
Cut down the fairy's forest and kill him with a knife. For I grew too much that he forced me to leave my wife.
We will do your dirty work, and do it with no doubt. I make him cry, and from here you will hear his shout.
Why do you want to do this? He saved us from the bears.
I need the money. I cannot live off eating pears.
As Lumber and Jack tried to make a deal, Lumber ran off to kill the fairy with a knife of steel. As the greedy woodcutter trudged through the white powder, the fairy's voice kept getting louder and louder.
I will find you, fairy, for you are my target. I will be rich and marry a girl named Margaret.
How could you do this? I thought you were my friend. If you don't stop, your shoulder my axe will send.
Aha! Fairy, I found you at last. Any last words before you are dead in a cast?
How could you do this? I am your hero. You are in my debt. I could let all that disappear though and give you a free pet.
Look at you, a coward, a wimp. As soon as you're dead, I'll be a pimp. Ah, you just cut off my arm.
I had to do it to stop you from causing harm. For what took over you was a thing called greed.
And by the way, you're laying in the yellow snow where I...
Run back to the wardrobe, jump through it back to the present, for you need to pay the landlord your rent. Now I don't know who you are or who you were. Run back to the witch, our boss, the one you call sir.
As he ran back to his boss, he got hit by a truck. The driver of the truck happened to be a duck. He finally found the boss. His boss was shopping at Ross. You're back! Did you kill him? I can see you're missing a limb.
No, Jack cut off my arm with an axe. Now I have to pay an amputee at tax.
Look at you. Can't finish a job? You're a failed soldier. So you end up with no arm on your shoulder. Go home, you horrible, pathetic fool, and throw yourself on a tool. So Lumber threw himself on a tool and swam in a pool, for he thought to himself, he is no longer cool.
Well, Mr. Fairy, I never caught your name. Are you born of fortune and fame?
No, Mr. Jack, but my name is Sprinkles, and my father's name is Tinkles.
Well, it is a mighty nice house you own. You live here all alone, with the trees hollering in the breeze, so loudly you couldn't even hear yourself sneeze. But I will be your new friend, and with your house I will help you tend.
Sorry, Mr. Jack, but you don't know who I really am. I have deep, dark secrets, such as me liking spam. I hope you forgive me for this, for what I'm about to do. But to be nice, I'll shoot this rocket at your shoe.
Ah!
Know who your true friends are, or you might get hit by a duck driving a car. Don't let your thoughts toward them dwell. Know who your true friends are. Know them well.